So the Celtics come back in game three to take a 3-0 lead. Didn't expect this close of a game, but it happened. And it's good for the Celtics. They need reps in clutch time because obviously we're expecting them to, play some clutch games in the finals, and that's what's been their quote unquote weakness this season, or Tatum and stuff. I don't want to hate on Tatum because he had a great game. So but that's just the fact. The public opinion has been that when in clutch they can be really they can be gotten, and they stole this one away from Indiana, or you can say the Pacers choked it in a way. Pascal with the foul on Jrue Holiday, that was weird, and obviously a great play from Jrue Holiday. He once again came up with plays when you needed him the most, so that's impressive for him. But I mean, to me, this was a game that Tatum, right, and Al Horford, of course, just Tatum took over at the end of the day, right? He made some really big shots, played really well, got through line, just was aggressive. His shot was falling, no turnovers, 8 assists. That's the most impressive part for me, right? The playmaking, the behind the back passes. That was great. Shout out to Jason Tatum. Really great performance from him. And the Celtics needed every bit of it, right, to get this win and be closer to the finals. Of course, if it's 2-1, who knows what can happen? And obviously, Tyrese could get back. You might have to rush Porzingis eventually. So the sooner the Celtics obviously get this done, the better for them. Even though, I mean, who knows how, with Dallas could sweep the Timberwolves also. So shit, who knows? Maybe we'll have a sweep and there will be just a big rest between the finals. Um, but um, the point is, the Celtics, of course, have looked vulnerable these playoffs, or I mean, this series. To me, it says more about the Pacers than the Celtics. The Celtics obviously not fully healthy. You see Jason Tatum having a great series, and you see the role players step up. Right, Jrue Holiday making the plays that you need him to make in the playoffs. Al Horford making the clutch plays you need him to make in the playoffs. The bench was disappointing today for the Celtics, but that's not who they need at the end of the day. And you see Jason Tatum getting better throughout the playoffs. And to me, this speaks a lot about Indiana's resiliency. They just don't have the experience, right? The experience has just shown up. Ben Shepard's shot has completely left him. Could it be because of the stage? Maybe. Maybe. The coaching has not been great from Rick Carlisle to me. Maybe I mean, I understand the strength in numbers is kind of thing for the Pacers, but maybe you could have played um, Pascal Siakam a bit more. But I mean, he had 5 fouls, so I don't know, man. Maybe not. It's tough, obviously. Maybe you should have just played TJ McConnell 35 minutes. I don't know, but that's here nor there. But the endings of the games, right? The timeouts. No timeout to end game one, where obviously they um, should have should have taken a timeout when Andrew Nemhard was inbounding, and then no timeouts here with the Jrue Holiday play. So there's that. They ran laterals though. They ran a Madden play to end the game, which was cool, and it almost worked. Um, they got a great shot from it, so it worked in a way, right? Or it worked, but the shot just didn't go in. But the Pacers, to me, are impressive in terms of resiliency, the way they play. They just don't let off. And that's a great skill to have. Obviously, some things to iron out. You need health. Tyrese, of course, if he is playing, that's what you need. But you love what you're seeing from Nemhard, the experience he's getting. Um, and you like what you're seeing from the bench overall. Um, and the quote unquote toughness from the Pacers in a way. Miles Turner, you know, had an okay game. I mean, offensively he was solid, but 5 turnovers, and he's been, just weird in these playoffs. Um, but I mean, he's not a traditional big man, so can't expect that from him. I like that he was, a little quicker with his shot today. Just hey, get it up there. Um, Even though he did get blocked by Derek White. Um, and Pascal, I mean, we know what you're getting with him. Thought maybe, maybe could have played better, but obviously it is what it is. And the foul was horrific by Pascal. But I just like what the Pacers do, man. That's just me. I'm not giving this as a slight to the Celtics that they're in a close series against them, because they're in a conference final for a reason, and that is the reason why their style has pushed them here and why they are fighting the way they are. But they should be up to one in a way, or they could have been up to one, but they aren't, and that speaks to the resiliency of the Celtics and to some bad coaching decisions or some bad mistakes from the inexperienced Pacers. But if you're Boston, what you're seeing is what you like, right? Tatum playing the way he is in these conference finals is great, building himself up for a great final. Al Horford being able to contribute so well offensively, while obviously Porzingis doesn't have to rush himself, which means, if he's back for the finals, that's their cheat code, right? That's the paint protector. That's their, big that forces so many mismatches, and uh, that's the cheat code, really, right? That's the cheat code. And you saw Indiana attacked the paint relentlessly. And if there's Porzingis, that's just gonna be way tougher, obviously. Uh, and Derek White continues to push through, even though the ball has not been falling for him. Drew Holiday with the timely plays. And Peyton Pritchard had a bad game today, but he's shown you some great things, which is one bench player that you can trust. And Xavier Tillman gave them good minutes today. So, and obviously, if Porzingis is back, you have Al Horford off the bench, so everything just goes a little better. Um, but impressive from the Celtics. Uh, have not much more else to say. I hate the Celtics as a general unit, but they deserve this. And as much as as it pains me to say this, they've impressed. They've impressed me this series. Yeah, I'm biased. At least I'm thankfully not a credited reporter or some shit, right? But um, they've impressed, especially Tatum's playmaking. That's to me the biggest thing, right? The turnovers. We know the story of 2022 and turnovers from Tatum and Brown. I don't know how well it has been throughout the playoffs overall. Yeah, he did have 8 turnovers in the previous games. But I mean, I still feel like the playmaking overall has been better. But the first 2 games against Indiana were bad from, not bad, but were weird from Tatum. That's the thing. But it's down. It's clearly down, right? When they got to the finals, it was 4.2. Now it's 2.2 turnovers per game. He can have games, obviously, with many turnovers, but that's what happens to high usage stars anyway. So, and I mean, he's making way more. The passing is better overall to me, even though these recent examples are funny, right? He either has pretty much the similar ratio or a great ratio here, but I mean that's last 5 games, and overall on the playoffs, of course, in the well, how many games did they play already? 12? 3, 5, 5, so 13. 13 games, 2.2 turnovers per game is just what you need. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Back tomorrow with game 3 of the Mavs the Wolf series. And yeah, we'll be here with some ball content as always. If you want to see me play MLB The Show, you can check out my other channel. I'll put the link in the description. And I'll be starting MLB The Show, Road to the Show series there, because I can. And yeah, as always, be kind, relevant to others. Stand on your morals as much as you can. Try to be open-minded, but yeah, empathy is the way. Anyway, love you all. Thank you all for listening. Catch you all.